So, in about 3 days, the new season for Are You Afraid of the Dark is coming out on February 12th at 8 p.m. And so, since it's getting so close to the, second season coming out, I thought I could do this video about the second season's main villain, the Shadow Man. And so you get your first glimpse of him in like the two trailers. You could say three. There was one that released in like February or January of 2020. I think see a shadow in that. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's pretty much all the trailers. They've released three. I'm pretty sure. The first one, as I said before, they released in January, February of 2020, and then we got a new one closer to the release. I think it was in early January, or some during that time, and then not too long after they released the third and final trailer, I guess, and, the trailers are fine. I was a little bit disappointed with the trailers. I really enjoyed the first season. I never watched it fully, just because of a whole host of reasons, mainly because the first episode was free. You could watch it on YouTube, and so I watched that, and I expected second and third to be free, but it wasn't so connected to the characters. But, I wasn't able to watch the rest of the series because I had paid for them, and, I just couldn't watch it. So, anyways, though, I'm super excited about Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 2, and I'm gonna be there to watch it this time when it comes out live. So, can't wait for that. Maybe I'll do some reviews or something like that. But I'm kind of getting off topic. But basically, the point of this video is to figure out who exactly is the Season 2 villain for Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 2. That sounded weird. But anyway, so the main villain, as I said before, is the Shadow Man. So the Shadow Man seems to be, honestly, the villain from the Tale of the Super Spec. Not my favorite episode, get into that later, but at first, when I did see this trailer, I kind of thought it was another Are You Afraid of the Dark villain, not an official villain or anything like that, but ish a villain. It was from the Tale of the Twisted Claw, in that beginning sequence when one of the kids is trying to tell the story, but then he hasn't finished it yet. And so basically the story was this kid, he's being attacked by this monster that looks similar to the Shadow Man, but then he wakes up and then the Shadow Man's real. So, it's kind of following the same plot, I guess, as how the TV series will. I'm guessing it'll do sort of the same thing as Season 1, where this kid has these nightmares and the monster actually comes to life and, all that fun stuff. So, that's what I thought, but then I kind of changed my mind because at the time of the second trailer, they released this footage. And so this footage, as you just heard, said that, the story's about three people. People who believe in curses, people who don't believe in curses, and people who should. So, actually, ironically, that night, though, I watched The Tale of the Super Specs. And in that episode, Frank was telling the story, the leader kid, and he said this story is going to be about three kinds of people. People who do believe in magic, people who don't believe in magic, or people who should. So that's a direct reference in the trailer to The Tale of the Super Specs. And then I remembered that the villains in The Tale of the Super Spec is shadow people. And that's basically what the Shadow Man is, I bet, because he shares similar design-ish, and he has the same name. So that kind of makes sense. And also, the mind-blowing evidence is that in the third trailer for Season 2, we get a glimpse of Mr. Sardo. He's, one of my all-time favorite characters, in Are You Afraid of the Dark? He's really funny, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but it just connected all together because in The Tale of the Super Spec, it features the first appearance of Mr. Sardo. So they got the similar design, with the Shadow Man and the Shadow People, you could say, from Are You Afraid of the Dark season season 1, The Tale of the Super Specs. You know, they both have pretty much the same kind of villain, and they both have Sardo in it, and they both have that same sort of saying: people who don't believe in curses, people who should believe in curses, and like people who do. You know, it's in that order, but Frank says, you know, in magic. So there is a slight difference, but that is a reference, and all these other plot points and stuff. So I honestly think for Season 2 of Are You Afraid of the Dark, that the main villain is going to be the Shadow People from the Tale of the Super Specs. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think it's the Shadow People from the Tale of the Super Specs, or just a new Are You Afraid of the Dark villain, kind of like Mr. Top Hat from Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 1? But anyway, guys, that's the end of my video.